Have you inspired somebody with your sobriety? Now, that doesn't mean that you've gotten up on your soapbox with a bullhorn in public square and said, hear ye, no more alcohol. That's not what I mean. I just mean by setting a good example, by leading by example, right? That you've chose better for yourself, and because you chose better for yourself, somebody noticed. Somebody noticed that maybe your skin's glowing. Maybe you have less baggy eyes. Maybe you don't have dark circles under your eyes. Maybe you're showing up to work early. What's going on? Are you okay? Is everything okay at home? And then maybe you're showing up early for work, and maybe you're leaving a little bit later. Maybe you're getting that raise. Maybe, who knows? Maybe you haven't been hanging around your old drinking buddies anymore, and maybe they've noticed. Maybe that was a signal. Sometimes some people just need a signal, but like nobody wants to go first, right? That old saying, which is like, oh, if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? Right? That whole thing. But like sometimes with sobriety, we end up having that opposite effect where it's like, well, if you just go first, our friends might very slowly, but our friends might follow right behind us. And sometimes you have to be a pioneer. Write that down. Be a pioneer. Be a trailblazer. Be a trailblazer for sobriety. How many of you had sober people in your life? Did you have any personal mentors for sobriety? It seems to always be the case that most of us, we were just doing this. We were just struggling in silence. One day, I mean, same thing for me. Like, I remember like when I started this journey many years ago, I think I started watching sober content like maybe, I don't know, four to 5 years ago was when I started watching sober content. And it was like just the same thing as you. It was like benefits of being sober, right? Like what happens to my body if I stop drinking alcohol, or what happens like no alcohol for 30 days or 7 days, no booze, whatever it was, whatever you search on YouTube, just out of curiosity, since we're all binge watching YouTube anyway, right? And after starting that, it was like, but I wasn't really trying to tell anybody. I wasn't going to go to work and tell my boss and be like, hey boss, guess what? I'm cutting back on drinking. So that's why we say it's important to do it for you first. This has been a clip from our sober live stream and live chats hosted for 2 hours every Friday and Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, right here, only on YouTube.